Hey guys, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I hope you enjoyed this interview. Hello and welcome to the program. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for joining us. I am Nancy Naji, and let's get to it because there's so many things to talk about this morning. You will agree with me, of course, that the country yesterday faced another price hike for petrol, PMS. New prices at the pumps. It depends on which part of the country that you are in right now. So let's get started. And my first guest is already with me virtually. He is the president of Petroan, Dr. Billy Gillis-Harry. Dr. Billy Gillis-Harry, welcome again, the doctor. I know I spoke to you on Monday, I suppose, if I'm not mistaken, or Tuesday. And yes, when we spoke, we were we were speaking as it regards the reports then that NNPC exiting as the middle man. Now, speak to me about what has happened between that time and now that I spoke to you in terms of yesterday, petrol price upward. Is fuel subsidy now gone? Finally gone?
Well, I think somehow we will say that fuel subsidy is gone gradually because fuel subsidy by itself has other few activities to make it really a fully deregulated economy. But thank you for having me again this morning. I know we spoke and we agreed that if there were any reasons to come back, that I will make myself available. And I'm here. Thank you for having me.
What people still can't understand is why this incessant price hike. We've seen two price hikes now in about a month. What are your colleagues, what are you and your colleagues selling for right now, a liter of petrol?
Yesterday morning, through our normal channels of communication, we got confirmation that NNPC has increased prices at their ex-depot operations, and also therefore that will impact on their retail outlets. We have seen those price changes affected in some of the NNPC retail outlets. We are hoping to see how it plays out with Petroan, because we have to, get products from them before we can be able to know exactly what prices to sell.
So you've not even, your filling stations now, what are you selling for?
Well, right now, most of our filling stations, like I said the other day, have very little product in them. So normally, once prices change, we ought to still follow up with the regime to change tag on our retail outlets. But in this case, we are waiting to load products from NNPC. That will really give us the understanding of how we are going to put our prices, because the prices themselves have values on how they come about. So it's not just an armchair calculation.
Are you saying that you don't have products now? Are you saying you don't have supply, so your association is not selling?
Most Petroan members today don't have product in their retail outlets. So, but hopefully by close of day today, we'll have products. Don't forget that when prices change, it's automatic. Whether we are paid for products day before yesterday or not, the prices will impact, the new price tag will impact our new purchasing dynamics.
Why is it that you don't have petrol? Why is it that you don't have petrol at your stations? Is it because of supply, or is it because of the price at which you were used to buy now is more?
No, because of supply.
Where do you used to get your supply before?
We have our supplies from NNPC.
Good.
And also from the depot owners who also, buy from NNPC, but at some price differentials, that make them profitable to trade. But of course, it costs quite a lot of money to move product from one high C to the depots. So that creates the prices.
You know why I'm asking that question, however basic it is, that where are you getting your supply from? I apparently
We are
know you're
getting from
getting it from
NNPC so far.
NNPC. Where do you think,
We are
where is
getting from
NNPC
NNPC.
getting the supply from? Where is NNPC getting the supply for you guys? What's the information you have?
NNPC has been importing. NNPC has been importing.
With even Dangote
Until
in the fray?
recently,
Okay.
well, first of all, station is so far dealing with NNPC, as you know, and the PMS market was not open to us. So we are not dealing with Dangote as it is today. Tomorrow, maybe, or maybe later today, hopefully there'll be communications between Dangote and Petroan and other stakeholders to be able to enable us buy product. But so far, NMDPRA, that is regulating the sector and doing a good job of it, is working with us and NNPC to make products available and ensure that we keep to the rules and the laws. So NNPC imports. And don't forget, the only news that has made the rounds to the public is just the 300 trucks that was loaded. So when you multiply that 300 trucks by the literage, you get to know how much litter that was removed. NMPC has more than 300 retail outlets. So since we have not bought from them to say this is product they got from Dangote, we cannot say so. But because they already have more than 300 retail outlets, it is possible that those 300 trucks went straight to NNPC stations. And we'll be waiting to hear differently from Dangote so that we can also negotiate if indeed NNPC has withdrawn from being the sole off-taker.
Have you communicated directly with Dangote Refinery as an association to be able to?
We have been
When was that done?
communicating. No, we just give me a time to answer you. We have been communicating with them, but those communications has not yielded the kind of result that Petroan wants. We want a situation where Dangote is able to talk with us on the round table. We know, for crying out loud, we have over 6,000 retail outlets that should patronize his refinery. So there's every need for him to talk with us, have a business understanding that should be able to work well for the refinery, the retail outlets, and Nigerians. So far, we have not done that. We were in the process of that communication, and we are hoping that the communication we have sent out to the refinery yesterday will get some response that will enable us the opportunity to have a roundtable and understand how we are going to do business.
Is your association willing to buy from him directly? Is that what you want?
Yes,
Is that what was in the letter
we are
written?
willing to buy.
Okay.
We are willing to buy. There is anywhere there is petroleum product sourceable, we will reach there, we'll negotiate the pricing, and we'll be able to get product from that area to our retail outlet. Dangote station is in Lagos. So from Lagos, loading to several parts of the country is going to create another logistics issue. But at the end of the day, we'll be able to work it out because it's business and it's not stuck in a rock. We have to pull it out, discuss the dynamics, know what the pricing indications will be, follow with what NFDPRA rules will be, and we will patronize Dangote Refinery. There's no reason why we shouldn't patronize it.
Do you have what to, if other oil marketers, like major energies, oil marketers are also in the fray, communicating? Because all of you are an association, and I guess that you speak amongst each other.
Yes, we do. We even have a consistent review session for everybody that has been very helpful in giving direction and discipline in the industry. So, so far, I think everybody has been trying to reach out to him. I'm not aware what is the current status with other organizations. But for Petroan, we have not gotten a letter requesting us to meet him from Dangote, and we indeed expect that, so that the National Executive Council of Petroan will meet with Dangote management, and we'll see this is what is available, this is what we can do. We need to hear from them, because most of the things that we hear so far are just hearsays. And very responsible organizations like us should not work with anticipated or presumed positions.
You know, for many Nigerians, they're not comfortable with this price hike, especially as the cost of living crisis still continue to weigh on many Nigerians. It was really a shock again yesterday to see that petrol is selling at over 1,000 naira in some places. In Abuja, for example, if you move across other states, it's even more than 1,000 to 131 for 1.15. So many people are saying, okay, now this is full deregulation, which I'll come back to in a bit because I have another guest that we will discuss that. Moving forward, what is the outlook? Should Nigerians continue now to expect that because this thing has happened, it might not happen again in terms of fuel price hike, or it will happen again because crude oil is an international commodity. If it increases overseas, there has to be a component of that increase. That is also posing a risk, especially with the Middle East crisis and all of that now. If oil price continues to go up, that means Nigerians may actually buy petrol at close to 2,000 or even more than it. It depends on how the war escalates and how long the war goes for.
Well, you're right. I do sympathize with all of us Nigerians, where we are, and hope that some economic a miracle will happen by very pragmatic and futuristic inputs from the economic managers of Nigeria. Then, of course, what we will add is that let us try to think out of the box and rejig the economic, space so that we'll have productive activities that should be able to increase our earning power. And with that, some of these shocks can be absorbed. But I call on Nigerians to please look at how we can salvage Nigeria together. There is very strong reason to understand how that works. But let me say this, prices will fluctuate because indeed, once the regulation sets in fully, the prices cannot be static. It will go up, it will come down, it will go up, it will come down. Sometimes it will be stable, and just like it happens in other climes.
Okay.
So that's what we should expect, yes.
Doctor, one last question for you, because you mentioned NMDPRA earlier, and you said you're doing a fantastic job. How fantastic is the job? Because NMDPRA is a regulator that should monitor what the NNPC and every other person does. For example, yesterday, this price was being hiked. There was no communication. Nigerians just went to the petrol station assuming that they will buy for the old price that was jacked up within a month. And they saw at the pump attendants telling them that this is a new price for majority of the stations. Perhaps it was even only an NNPC that put its price on. That was why many Nigerians knew that there was a price hike. So if you say that NMDPRA is such a good regulator and it's not doing its work, I disagree with you this morning, because you should be speaking and doing the work as a regulator. That's my last question to you.
NMDPRA is a regulator that has done this from the DPRO days to now, and there will be errors that they continue to fix. To my understanding, from what is going on today with NMDPRO, there are very critical rules and very strict procedures and processes whereby the regulatory agency is doing a good job. That prices change will not be strictly NMDPRA's worry.
I'm not saying that should be their price, that should be their role. I'm saying that the conduct of people that are selling, the conduct of the players in the downstream sector. The conduct is part of their job.
Indeed, we have advanced some advices that we should have very urgent virtual communication centers that should give everybody the information at the same time. And Nigerians should not be going to the retail outlets to hear the story. They should hear there's a lot of media space to be able to let Nigerians know that something else is going to happen at so time and all of that. So that we advocated for it. And I believe that NMDPRA, for instance, is doing that. I can tell you that for sure, that whatever part of the PIA they want to address, they call a stakeholder meeting. And I think that NNPC itself, other than communicating with us, should also have that kind of pally that should enable us to do this. And this should not be just when there's difficulty, it should be all time. So I think we should have a way to think about this every month, and in case of this, there's an emergency. So emergency situation should also be handled that way. But other than that, I think we should just hold NNPC responsible to make sure that there is enough refined product to go around the countries. For NMDPRO, they should do as much as possible to regulate and work with all of us as stakeholders of patriotic value to ensure, that we serve Nigerians very efficiently and effectively.
Dr. Harry, thank you. We'll leave it at that for now. Thank you very much. I've been speaking with Dr. Billy Gillis-Harry,
Thank you so
who
much.
is the Petroleum Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria. Thank you for watching. In case this is your first time watching us, thank you. Don't subscribe to the channel, drop your comments as well as like, and most of all, share our content. Bye.